This video here is more a reference for myself in the future about the type of warming up which I do before trying to do some squats. Today I was up at the Raw Power Fitness gym up in Dundee, which is a strongman gym, and it's pretty rough and ready. No like soft squishy mats for you to roll around on and do your foam rolling or anything here. This is just concrete everywhere. I'm just going to show the kind of routine which I did for my warm-up. Now today was a squats day. I'm doing a small love routine, and this was the seventh day in that, and that's a really kind of heavy, intense day for me there. So for it being such an intense day, I'm giving myself such a pretty intense warm-up. In total, this is about 15 minutes worth of warm-up. It's pretty much the same thing 3 times over and over. So just started in, got in, just in my trainers, in my jumper, warming myself up, doing some skipping or speed rope or skip rope, whatever you want to call it, and just doing about a minute of that, but trying to do it pretty intensely, not just like slowly and relaxingly. I'm trying to do it as fast as possible, do quite a few crossovers and stuff like that. Then that usually gets the heart rate up and warms me up a bit. Then here is also stretching. Now this isn't just stretching. This is really requiring a lot of effort. These movements here as well. So these are really active or dynamic stretches. In the fact that it's not a relaxing thing. It's not like, where you just pull your heel to your butt when you're standing up to stretch your hamstring, your quads. These are pretty. They require a lot of effort to do them. So the first ones we're bringing the knee to the outside, and then these second ones are bringing the knee to the inside, or at least the foot to the outside of the opposite leg. So doing that on both sides, and then these are called scorpions. So trying to keep my head, I should actually try to keep my head more down the way and just twisting the lower body so that the opposite foot comes to the opposite hand. And then just jumping around to the other side, and doing it where I'm crossing over, so pretty much the same movement but on my back now, and opposite foot to opposite hand, and just kind of getting into that position. And now it's time to get into my actual outfit. So that was a very quick warm-up. That was only about 2 minutes just to get me sorted. So here, go straight back into skipping. For some reason I totally wasn't getting it. I kept on clipping the rope off my shoes today. Like sometimes you're just totally in the zone. Maybe there's just too many distractions, or maybe just because of the ground that the jump rope was just hitting something too much. But I just kept on hitting my feet. But whenever you do that, just put it into the right position and start again. Just keep going for it. And again, the jumping, both single leg, double legs, cross arms, double jumps, and just split legs as well, so both feet touching the ground but slightly apart. And you can see it brings up a little bit of aggression as well. The skipping rope also, if you get it wrong and it whips you, that gets a good little bit of adrenaline up and a bit of pain going on as well. So that's why I like the skipping rope to start off my warm-ups. So yeah, after a minute there, I straight back down, so roughly doing the same thing again. So here, getting down, but this time I'm doing, I can't remember what these are called, but it's kind of like a press up where your upper body is further beyond your hands, and you have to do like a salutation to the sun. If you do yoga or anything like that, it's kind of a yoga move, I think. And again, so this works. It stretches the hamstring. It also stretches the hip abductors as well, or hip adductors, and it really feel it in all of the leg which is further forward. I really feel it in that one. You can also work on pushing your hips backward and forward whenever you're doing that, so you'll feel different tension either in your butt or in your hamstring depending on where it is. This one really stretches the butt muscle, the gluteus muscle, and it just feels good and just works on the outside of your leg. I also feel it in my IT band of that leg as well, I think just because it's so tight around the ass. And then here is more a groin extender. I can't remember, I don't really know what the word is, but just really getting down into the deep squat position and putting my elbows in between my knees and just getting into a relaxed position and pushing out. Also just playing around with the position of my feet as well, so either go out or in, and just working on stretching the groin area. And also, while doing that, that will still also be stretching kind of all of the inner thigh. So you've got your groin, which is up more around your ball sack, but it also extends all the way down to kind of like the sides of your knees. So I really felt that whenever doing those. So do that for a little while, just warming that up, stretching it off, getting a bit more mobility in it. Because you're never going to increase the flexibility of your muscle like this quickly, but you are going to increase their mobility for the exercises you're about to do that day. So here's also working just on the movement patterns of the squat. Because it's going to be a big squat day, what I try and do is 20 just body weight squats, and working with where I put my hands while doing this. So it's just making sure that I'm getting comfortable going deep down into the squat, getting my hips right down below my knees, and just keeping my back nice and straight and working on the breathing while I'm doing that. Also, again, working a lot with the breathing and stretching the lower back, the upper back, and here stretching back the way, just breathing out as I do that. So what I'll do is I'll breathe in, and then as I go down to there, I'll breathe out. And then as I come up just now, breathe in, breathe out. And just letting out and just trying to let a lot of tension out again. You'll see I'm going onto my knees, onto my toes, and bending my knees, and I'm really stretching at the hips as well whenever I go back like that. You see my head is actually getting pretty purple on this. And do that a couple of times, and then straight back into the squat, just feeling kind of flexibility. Now, so I'm pretty warmed up. I'm going to bring in a weight as well now, but not a bar or anything, just a light weight, just a 10 kilogram plate, and doing some standing pullovers, I think you call them, or something. So from behind the head, up above the head, and then dipping down into the squat. So with this, the weight is so far in front of you that whenever you go into the deep squat position, my back is pretty much still absolutely vertical. So that's good in just working that motion of just having my spine and my upper body very, very straight. Is working the core as well, really warming up my abs and my lower back and all my thoracic area, and just keeping the shoulders warm as well, because you have to be keeping the weight up like that. So that's a really good full body little workout there. I'm working the triceps as well whenever you bring it around to the back. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bring it down in front of me and looking through the hole. And then here, some overhead squats, which I still just cannot do. I just don't have the mobility. I think it's in my neck, or lack of mobility in my upper back and neck and shoulders. I need to work on. So just doing it with the plate is really, really difficult. And you can see I'm breathing quite difficult. It's breathing quite hard now, and it's definitely a good workout there. So that's pretty much my first workout, and that's me done it twice now. That's a more extended version of it. So then just going straight back into it with a couple more stretches. With a couple more scorpions, and trying to bring it back around slowly. And really, also whenever I'm in that position, also trying to do a breathing out and just trying to get into that position and relaxing. And I usually feel a lot of cracks going on in my spine whenever I do that, because you're twisting it and you're also kind of extending it, I think. But trying to keep both your shoulders as down as possible is probably the best thing. But going from one of those, from scorpion to, I don't know what this is called, but going from that to that, I always feel a good couple of cracks in my back, and it really feels like it's almost chiropractic in whatever it's doing. Definitely, it's also nice just to lie on the ground for a while after doing all that kind of weight stuff. So then back up to the skipping and going all through it again. So I'm not going to bother talking about it. You know what I'm doing, you know why I'm doing it, but I'm just going to keep it up so you can see kind of the length of time that I'm doing it for. But so far that's been about 9.5 minutes. This goes on for about 14 or 13 minutes. So there you go. Hope that helps. Bye bye.
Oh.